If you're watching this video, you're probably a person that does not know how to say no. You're a person that feels that you always have to say yes. You can't let people down, and you want to know why exactly you should start saying no more often. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Coach Jay, and this is all about personal development, self-improvement, and going to the next level. And today we're talking about why the power of no is going to be important. You got to think, if you're a person that is anywhere between the ages of 20 to about 35, you're always getting propositioned with things to do. Hey, can you go to this party? Can you come out here? Can you go out there? You want to go on this trip? You want to go out to the club tonight? You want to go to this thing? You want to go here? You want to go there? It's always something to do. And sometimes, man, the reality of it is that we don't always feel like doing those things. But likely, if you're watching this video, again, you're probably a person that does not know how to say no, and it's affecting you. So I'm going to tell you today, first of all, how to say no, but also the what can also come from saying no to people more often. First, how to say no. No. That's the very simple. That's the fact. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. Like, the common misconception is, like, when friends invite us out, family invites us out, they want us to be a part of whatever they have going on. We think that we have to give an explanation, then we got to try to find an excuse, and then we got to try to find the best way to say it. But in reality, the best way to say no is just by saying no. Now, if you want to give a little bit of background, then just let them know, hey, I'm not really feeling it right now. I want to stay home. I'm just chilling. I'm working on this. I'm working. I got stuff to do. Whatever the case may be. Now, the power of no is important because when you don't say no, a lot of the time you will end up in a predicament that you don't want to be a part of, right? Like, some of y'all may get invited to a lot of parties or events and you don't like to party or go to events. And ultimately, when you're in those spaces, then you're going to be, maybe you're a negative Nancy, maybe you're in that space and you passing off the vibe to everybody else that you don't want to be there when you could have just said no in the first place. And ultimately, no is going to gives you the ability to preserve your energy. So again, there's always something to do. And I think that there's typically there's this fear of missing out, right? FOMO is what people call it. That we feel that if we say no, we're missing out on whatever is going on. But in reality, that doesn't really exist, because most of the things that people invite our demographic age group to is things that's going to happen over and over and over again. Again, take a party, for example. There are parties every single weekend. Take a birthday party, for example. There's birthday parties every weekend, right? Like, and I'm not saying when you say no to not show care, you can still show care with people. You can let them know that you still rock with them, that you still mess with them, but you taking some time for you. Maybe you got a couple dollars, send them a couple dollars for their birthday, or let them know that you actually do care. But whatever, you can finesse it a little bit. But ultimately, saying no preserves and speaks directly to a healthy mental health and mindset, because you're able to lock in and do whatever you need to do, even if that's nothing. Doing nothing is something, right? Like, if you want to sit in the house and actually not do anything for the day, then that's something for you, right? Like, people will try to negate and take away from what you want to do because it doesn't seem as important. Like, oh, I'm not doing nothing, but I don't want to go. Oh, you're not doing nothing. You could pull up and no, I'm doing something because I'm staying at the house, right? And again, like, saying no, it goes beyond the aspect of going out and partying or being around friends. Like, saying no is being able to say no to requests as well. Like, people will ask us to do things. People probably ask you to do things all the time. Like, hey, can you go run this? Can you do this? Can you do that? Or can you give me some money? Or can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? No is also a full sentence there as well, because you're setting a boundary. A lot of you all are probably like accommodators, which means that whenever something happens or somebody asks you for something, you're a person that wants to give, or you feel like you can't say no because you're obligated. It might be family, but regardless of the situation at hand, we have to say no, because again, you're preserving yourself and you're letting it be known that you have standards and boundaries. When you say no, it's a power, because people know that you can stand up for yourself. Like, people know that you're not going to only say yes. When you only say yes to people, then that opens the door for people to always come back, right? Like, that leaves the door unlocked for people to just walk in at any point and say, hey, can I get this? Can I get that? Can you come here? Can you go there? Can you drop me off here? Can you drop me off there? It's like, no, I can't, because whatever the reason is, or if you don't have the reasoning, then don't give that to them. But it's going to help you to also gain some more confidence with no. And once you start to say no, what happens is you start to get more confident. You get more confidence in knowing that you're not missing out on anything, or maybe you're building a relationship with that person that you might have told no to because now they respect you more, or you just start to love yourself more because it's self-love, right? Like, you giving yourself love and telling people that you can't do something, or the answer is no. And ultimately you show yourself that, oh, I do care. Like, I do have confidence within myself, and I do have self-love because ultimately I'm taking care of me. I don't have any problem saying no to anybody. I don't care who it is, because at the end of the day, I need me, right? Like, I need me. And I know at the end of the day, like, I'm the only one that's going to have me at the end of the day. So I have to treat that as such, because if I don't, then that's when you can start to feel overwhelmed. You can start to feel overworked, or even underappreciated, or your time is not appreciated. So in conclusion, saying no is going to reestablish the power to yourself. It's going to reestablish your boundary to other people, and ultimately show yourself that you're not missing out on anything, and it's okay to say no, even if you don't have anything to do, even if you don't have any other better options to do, because you just wanted to say no, right? So if that was valuable to you, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Coach J out. Peace.